Hello there, Capricorn. What's up? Welcome back. We're going to check in with whatever is coming towards you in May, and we're starting off with Libra energy, justice. So, if there has been any type of conflict, I do feel like you're going to have some sort of compromise here. Yes, look at that, Ten of Cups and the Chariot. When I was meditating, I was seeing roses and I was seeing a white blank letter. Okay, so either you're going to be receiving some sort of letter, it could be also an official letter, but whatever it is, it's going to bring you a lot of joy and a lot of happiness. For others of you that have been struggling with getting some sort of a relationship off the ground, I do see that there is going to be some sort of compromise here by the both of you, and you both will find a middle way to be diplomatic actually in regards to solving some sort of issue. Could be also a family issue, or just a relationship issue. And I do feel like this connection is going to take off. All right, that's what it looks like. Right now, you might be taking some sort of seclusion here with the Hermit. For some of you, you have been maybe for a long period in separation, or you have been reflecting on a lot of things. For some of you, you're reflecting a lot about your life, about your past life, and you're coming to some sort of conclusions, okay, together with your friends. I do feel like you have some mindsets or some sort of newfound perspectives that you will be introducing into a group. This could be also, in like personal atmosphere, but it could also be obviously in a more professional atmosphere. Okay, so take that however that resonates. What else is coming in for you? Yeah, look at that. Amazing. We've got the Magician coming through, another major arcana. We have the Three of Pentacles. So again, there seems to be some sort of teamwork here, okay? It doesn't feel like this is just about love. I feel like in all sorts of areas in your life, you are starting to work together with people. You're kind of like getting the confidence to put your skills on the table or your wisdom on the table. You're not backing up from taking some sort of leadership role here because you have a lot of confidence, and this confidence probably comes from that Hermit where you've been reflecting a lot or reading a lot, analyzing a lot. You have came to some sort of conclusions in regards to and I feel like it could be a professional sense, but it could also be in terms of love or harmony, relationships. So you're definitely coming up with a lot of new ideas. Also, like there is some sort of creativity that's going to be outbursting within you that other people are going to be benefiting from. And I feel like um, you're being seen as a leader here. All right, like it feels like you are taking a very leadership role here. And a lot of people are also seeing you as someone that has everything going on. Okay, what is that? The sun. All right. We've got the sun as the last card out, and then we have the Nine of Cups. So it looks like after a long period of maybe you guys being a little bit down or maybe even depressed or some sort of pessimism in regards to commitments, relationships, getting things off the ground. It looks like finally things are moving. You are now going to be finally realizing that time is just an illusion and that there was just a waiting game of this. And it was not just to punish you, but it was just for you to see things clearly about yourself, about your own self-worth, your value, as well as your working on your own confidence and realizing what it is that you put on the table to make and create things that you want to see in your reality. All right, so I do see a lot of good movement. We even have the Knight of Wands, and in this case it just feels like there's going to be a lot of adventure coming your way. Things are really going to speed up, but then you have to kind of like realize that sometimes you do need to back off a little bit or take a step back to reflect on a lot of things, right? So in the next 3 days till 3 weeks, a lot of things are going to be going in speed for you, and sometimes you need to just take a step back and to reflect on all the things that are going on, and maybe show up with some gratitude, okay? Because more blessings and more abundance and more joy and happiness is coming your way. If there was something that you were wishing for or hoping for, it's going to come in, and it does look like it is an emotional fulfillment. Could be coming from water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. High Priestess. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. Yeah, that's the Three of Pentacles in the heart of your reading. Like in your heart, you really want to work together with people. You want to collaborate or hear their opinion or give your opinion, but in a more harmonious way. And finally, now that the justice is here, you are being heard, right? Like what you have to say is more valued right now. And like I said, it could be because you've been in some sort of seclusion in your community, in your friendships, in your relationships, and now you really stand up for yourself. Like, hey, okay, this is how it needs to go. Where I'm taking my accountability on these parts of this conflict, or if there was even a conflict, right? But at the same time, you have so much more confidence in your own spiritual teachings, right? So a lot of you might be also doing something spiritual or wanting to do or create something spiritual. Could be a side hustle, but whatever it is definitely going to help a lot of people in your surrounding or in your direct surrounding. Okay, and you even have like the bright future coming through. So stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. Meaning that whatever you are investing in right now in terms of commitments, whether that is friendships, relationships, family, work, it is going to pay you off. All right. We even have the peace card, so that goes kind of like hand in hand with that justice. Justice definitely represents here the peace, the harmony that is coming in a more diplomatic, outspoken way. You being able to make the right decisions. And again, there is a lot of like letting go of worry, meaning that I don't see any worry necessarily in this reading, but it does mean that you have been worrying about something, but you have to listen to your intuition here. And it's very close, whatever you want. All right, we do have a walking away card here. Walk away from situations, people, or circumstances that do not serve you. Maybe you've recently walked away, right? Because it was very heavy for you to. Oh, yeah. I feel like you've been holding on to something for a very long time, but right now you are feeling like, okay, it's exhausting me. I have to let go of some sort of hope or some sort of um, investment, okay, in a particular person. And it does feel like you're coming so much more into harmony and balance as either new love is coming in or some sort of understanding of a lesson is coming in. For some of you, you may have walked away from a Sagittarius or a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but it does feel like you have your truth now. So whatever that truth is, you have gotten a lot of clarity. And I feel like this clarity comes from you understanding your own emotions, understanding perhaps a little that you have received, and putting these emotions that you put towards that person into yourself and coming to a more healed and balanced situation here. Right. What else for Capricorn? You're very close to achieving your goal. Yeah. Your dreams need a practical plan. So it looks like by walking away from situations or people that have disrespected you or not taking any sort of accountability, you are now putting more focus on your career, right? And whatever you are putting more focus on with the Three of Pentacles, it is actually going to pay off in a very abundant way. So I do see a lot of happiness coming through, a lot of abundance, money, But in order to reach that, you may need also a more practical plan. And that practical plan you can also be receiving from the people that you work with. Okay, because the Three of Pentacles could be indicating that you need some sort of legal advice or more practical advice, and receiving that will be reaching you closer to your goal, right? That's what I have for you, my dear Capricorn. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're still interested in the extended, the link will be in the description box below, and it will be a little bit deeper into love. If you want any personal reading or an instant chat, video call or audio call, you can find me on Hipsy and also on the Illuminator.com. I have my personal readings as well as my oils and jewelry that are still available there together with all the extended. So thank you so much for being here, and I'll catch you soon. Take care.